Okay, let's get some more analysis now on the operation in Saint-Denis. I'm joined from Liverpool in the UK by Peter Williams. He is a former police officer who's worked with the military on national security operations. Peter, thank you so much for your time. Firstly, with today's raids, they were conducted less than 4 days after the Paris attacks. In your experience, is this a quick response?
Well, it's been a very necessary response, and I suspect it's been intelligence-led. After the events, the horrific events on Friday evening, I think, and when certain facts became known as to who was involved in this, all intelligence agencies and police forces in Europe would have been engaged in a process of pooling their information, from which information has been evaluated, which has resulted in intelligence. And this operation we've seen today is a result of intelligence, and it's been an intelligence-led policing operation.
Peter, I imagine that intelligence and how it is collected is a highly sophisticated operation. Are you able to explain as simply as possible how national security tracks down those responsible for these kind of attacks?
I suspect that once the identity of several individuals became apparent to the intelligence and security services, those would have been perhaps, or certainly from the information being given, have been on the radar somewhat of some of the intelligence services, and from that a pattern would have been able to have been put together in relation to their associates, but also who they're communicating with in terms of things like mobile phone records, etc. And it's in that respect, the security services are very skilled in able to put a profile together which enables intelligence and an intelligence analysis to form a profile, which from that profile the operation will have been executed, which is what we have seen, what we have seen this morning.
Finally, Peter, many countries have heightened their security. France, of course, extended its level of high security for 3 months. Will this actually make a difference as to whether another attack will occur?
Well, it's difficult to say what is going to happen in the future, but I suspect if the reason why the French have heightened their security is that they've received, obviously they've got the experience of what's happened recently, and they've received, or likely to receive, information or intelligence that indicates something may happen. From that, of course, there will be public information messages and etc., which will put the public on alert, and in addition to the police and security services, and of course in the UK here, the advice is to remain alert but not alarmed. But I would think that the measure that they're taken is a very, very sensible one, and one that they will need to implement fully in order to reduce the incidents, the opportunity for any further terrorist operations and untoward incidents like we saw on Friday evening.
Peter Williams in the United Kingdom, thank you so much for your insight.